I just remembered it's Monday and it's nearly like 7 o'clock. So, happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to reading week 6 or 7. I have no idea at this point. Those of you who have seen last week's vlog or who follow me on Twitter and stuff, you are aware I had a bit of a rough week last week. My mental health was shit. My physical health wasn't great. Yeah, I didn't have the best of weeks. However, it did end on more of a high. I got some chats with some people. I caught up with a couple of friends, and I got back into working on my novel for the first time in like 18 months. So, yeah. I don't have a lot of reading plans for this week, but I am hoping to get... Wait, I have it written down. Oh, it's all over there. So I'm on book 3 of the Fever series, which I want to get done this week. So that's Fae Fever. I want to finish The Hate You Give. I should get done quite easily. Then I want to read one of my graphic novels, which is Lost Tales, which is my prompt for a book under 100 pages. Finish The Path to Kindness, which is the arc of poems that I've been reading. And then the final book, I want to make progress on Rivers of London, because I didn't do any of that last week. I then also would like to start Ocean Light, which is the next Nalini Singh book, and is also the book that I need for my restoration prompt, which I need for my career for the Magical Readathon. So those are my plans for the week. And yeah, I do want to try and get as much reading done as possible because I'm off to my parents on Saturday, and I'll be there until Friday next week. So this week I want to try and get... I've got all these little weird spots on my face and bruises. It's annoying. But yeah, I want to get as much done as I can, so that when I go there I can spend more time focusing on my writing, because I tend to not really read a lot when I'm at my dad's, because I'm usually either kept busy doing stuff, or like my stepmom is quite social and likes to sort of sit and chat and things, and I'm like, I don't really sort of read very much whenever I'm there, whereas I know I'm more likely to sit and write. So yeah, I want to try and really bang out, at least get my Magical Readathon compulsory prompts that I've done neither of yet. Oh wait, no. Yes, have I? I don't know. I need to check. But I don't think I've done either of them yet, and I really need to do those to then, like this week, so at least I know that the rest of the month, whatever I get done, is just whatever. So yeah. As for writing, I have joined Camp Nano. Bit late, I know, but better late than never. And I've reached the point with my first draft where yesterday I thought, you know what, I'm going to quickly read through my first draft just to remind myself of the things that were going on in this novel and work out, okay, these are the bits that I need to work on. And I've worked out there's a little bit of chronological order mix up. I think I moved some chapters around, but I haven't yet actually like updated the chapters, and I haven't put notes in the chapters to remind myself of what was meant to be there instead. So I do need to go back through and work out my ordering of my chapters and work out what's going on there, which is a little bit frustrating, but that's what happens when you stop writing a book for a year. And but my novel is at the stage where when I want to read it through, it's not a half an hour job anymore, because it's not like 10,000 words anymore. My novel is sitting on like 80 something, I think it's like 85,000 words now, or 75,000 words. That's almost the size of a full novel. So even yesterday, just reading through, I got 2 hours in and I was like, I'm only at 2/3 of the way through this. So it's going to take me at least another hour to finish reading this. And I was like, holy crap, my novel is actually like novel length pretty much now. And so, you know, reading through to check where I need to edit and move things isn't just a, you know, 20, 30, 40-minute job anymore. It's a full on 2, 3, 4 hour job. And I'm like, oh, shit. But it's also amazing to know that I'm at that stage. But it just means it's a lot harder now to actually find the bits that I need. It's like, oh, yeah, I've written a lot more than I thought. So for Nano, I've set myself a goal for the end of this month to write 20,000 words. And I have written my first 1,000 words. I wrote those last night. So I'm optimistic that I can do it. But for today, I'm kind of taking today off because I spent most of yesterday sat at the desk. And the chair that I sit on is not good for my back and is not good for my hip. So I'm back on the sofa today, and because my keyboard, the spacebar's not working very well, I have to use my external keyboard to type and write stuff. So if you ever see messages from me online where there's like spaces missing and words have mushed together, that's because I've written them on my laptop and the spacebar doesn't always put the space in. So yeah, today I'm having a day off of writing, but then I'll be back tomorrow doing that. So today I'm going to focus on playing some video games, writing in my journal, and catching up on some bits and doing some reading. So yeah, pretty chill. I hope you have a good start to your week, and I will update you either later on tonight or tomorrow with today's reading. It's Tuesday. I feel like crap. But exciting things have happened. My wax and some of my scents have arrived for the candles. Unfortunately, my head is really funky today, which is frustrating. But I have just missed the 1 o'clock writing session. So for those that don't know, I'm in a group called the London Writers Salon. Anyone can join. So if you're a writer and you just want to have like an hour a day to write, you can join. And they do 4 sessions a day that run at 8 a.m. GMT, EST, I can't remember the time zones. Basically 8 o'clock in the morning. So if I go by GMT, they run at 8, 1, 4 and 9. So 8 a.m, 1 p.m, 4 p.m, 9 p.m. So that basically they're running the English and European, the East Coast America, West Coast America, and then Australia 8 a.m. And I am pretty much never awake for the 8 a.m. Shocker. And at the minute my sleeping has been at the point where today's the earliest I've woken up in about 4 days, and even then it was still 12:15. So by the time I got up, got ready, unboxed my wax and stuff, I realised, oh, it's already started and it's nearly 1:30. So I might jump in for the last 30 minutes just to try and get some like I can probably bang out about 500 words. But it's nice because sometimes up to like 100 people sign on to this Zoom call. And basically they do like a 5-minute where everyone just types in the chat what they're working on today. Then they mute everyone for 55 minutes. And the idea is that you just spend that time writing or working on what you need to work on. And then you come back at the end and spend the last 5 minutes. You write up what you've done. And then they usually pick a couple of people to just sort of have a chat about their project and what they're doing and talk a little bit. If they're writing like a book, for example, just talk a bit about what their book is about. And it's a fantastic community, and they have been an invaluable tool for me since, well, actually, I think I've known of them for about 1.5 years now, because I was going with them quite religiously for about 6 months, and then I stopped writing for a year. But now that I'm back in there and I'm loving it. So I definitely recommend it if you are a writer or even if you're looking to read. But I'm thinking I might go live and do, because I want to get some writing done today and I want to focus, and I've got about 2.5 hours before I should be disturbed, like, because my uncle comes down at 4 to sort of just have a couple of hours to socialise and chat, because otherwise he tends to just stay upstairs. So that way, you know, we've both got our own space and then we come together in the evenings to just chill out a bit. So I've got about 2.5 hours and I'm thinking my head is holding up reasonably well right now. And I think I finally worked out how to go live on YouTube. So I might go live for a couple of hours and see and test it out. I don't know. We shall see. Yes, looking directly into sunshine is always good. Hey guys, happy Saturday. I'm out with my dad and my stepmom at Sherwood Forest. Look at this, it's so pretty. Like, as you know, I did ecology and conservation at uni, so for me this is kind of like a dream come true. So yeah, just gonna go for a walk, keep an eye on my stepmom who keeps threatening to photobomb. And yeah, come enjoy some Sherwood Forest with me, and I'll come back in and tell you all about the great oak and the major oak in a bit. So major oak, supposedly where Robin Hood sheltered with his merry men to escape the sheriff, and it has these support beams on it which have been there since like 1970 something, and basically they just sort of stop the tree from falling apart because it is so ridiculously old, like estimated to be 800 to 1,000 years old. It's incredible. So yeah, at the major oak, and she's so pretty. Like I said in the voiceover, this is Britain's biggest oak tree, not the oldest, but the biggest. And yeah, it's so cool. This has like literally been on my bucket list, so yeah, very happy.
do a very quick wrap up for the week because my parents are in bed and even though their house is pretty good for sound, I still don't want to risk waking them up. But yeah, this is actually the end of Monday and I apologise, but I'm just going to do my wrap up for last week and I've already forgotten what I've read, but I did make a lot of progress on The Hate You Give. I've nearly finished it. Really powerful story. And it's definitely hit me in a lot of places and has left an impact. Quite probably will be my book of the month so far. It is my book of the month, even though I haven't finished it. What else? I read Lost Tales, the graphic novel. That only took me about 30 minutes to read. And I finished the third book in the Fever series. So did pretty well, but obviously I was quite busy last week and then this week I'm also quite busy, so I probably won't get much more reading. But yeah, writing, I didn't even start writing, but I have made a lot of progress on the planning and working out the problems that I was having with my novel. So again, I'm really happy with that progress and I'm really proud of that progress. So yeah, it was a pretty good week all in all. And I had some really lovely days and I made some pretty good progress. I hope you've had a good Easter, hope you've had a good week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.